There's a new concern about fire danger across Southern California, and it comes as state fire officials deem new areas a high fire threat.
Well, assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk now with the new CAL FIRE maps, the first new ones in more than a decade.
Yeah, you know, Pat and Juan, the last time these maps were updated was 2011, and obviously we know things have changed a lot since 2011. I want to jump into my computer here because I want to show you the map. Everything you see here in the dark red, that is the old mapping system from 2011, deeming these areas a severe fire risk. Anything in red. I want you to watch my screen because I'm going to add the new one, and you'll see how much more of the region is now also. Anything you see in that pinkish color is now also a severe fire risk area. We want to hit some of the hot spots here because you see all up in here just south of the Ojai Valley, this whole mountain range there. The Santa Monica mountain range also been added to this. The hills above the hidden hills on the north side of the 101 has also been added. And when you look through this, you'll see some areas like this. These are some of the areas that are a little bit more pocketed. I'm going to switch the way this looks really quickly so I can show you kind of the imagery on this, because I want you to see here the neighborhoods that are underneath of this, because you look right here and you see some of this Live Oak Street here right near Webb Canyon, all of these homes that are in here. When we turn on the old one, you see they were not in the mapping area here. These neighborhoods were not under these high fire risks, and we turn on the new ones, and now they are. And now you can see it's all filled in with pink. There's several areas that are throughout the region like this. The Inland Empire has a lot of chunks of area. Everything you see there in pink is all of this new designated high fire zone areas. Now, of course, this is going to have big impacts for the people that live there. Lots of concern, but we'll see if it has anything to do with insurance rates that go up too, now that the state is officially deeming these areas high fire zones.
Well, important information, Mike, for sure. KCAL News reporter Joy Benedict continues our team coverage from an area that was just added to those maps. And those she spoke to, they aren't surprised, but they're still concerned about the rising risk of wildfires.
Green grass and rolling hills were always the draw of this Chino Hills neighborhood.
I love being close to the state park.
Art Mariquin says he knew his home's location came with risks, but in the last 3 decades, he admits the threat of fire has become more troublesome as he and his neighbors watch the Blue Ridge fire cut dangerously close.
I'm very concerned. Very concerned.
But he says he wasn't too surprised to see his community go from not a mention to a sea of red on the new fire hazard severity zone map put out by CAL FIRE on Monday.
We're lucky to have house insurance with State Farm, have had it for all the time we were here, and we still have it. However, some of our neighbors had their home insurance taken away.
The map, which hasn't been updated since 2011, requires the state fire marshal to classify lands based on severity of being a fire hazard, moderate, high, or very high. Chino Hills saw some of the most drastic increases in very high declarations, around 3,600 acres, quintupling to almost 21,000 acres this year.
For us, it was less about being scared and more about being prepared.
Neff Torres says he's already made changes to his home because of recent wildfires.
We purchased a couple ladders that we can drop down from our second story that can help us get to safety. We've centralized all of our important documents.
And this type of declaration will now force him to make more. Homeowners living in a very high fire hazard zone need 100 feet of defensible space and will now need to remove combustible materials at least 5 feet away from a structure. Small changes that are certainly worth it, at least for these homeowners, as they say they're happy to do their part to keep their community from burning.
We're very close to the hillside here, but then again, we're also, I believe that we've done our part to prepare our family.
CAL FIRE says it determines a hazard declaration based on a scientific method, which includes local weather, terrain, and a history of wildfires. From Chino Hills, I'm Joy Benedict, KCAL News.
And to see the fire maps where you live, go to kcalnews.com, where we have a link. Just click on Seen on TV.